here to do a review on the new Too Faced Grand Hotel Cafe pallets, because there's 3 of them. So you get 3 pallets in the box. You get one that's called eggnog latte, gingerbread cookie, and then you also get a peppermint mocha. Within the box, it opens up and you get a Better Than Sex trial size of the mascara as well. And so first off, I do love the Better Than Sex mascara. This is the first time I've tried it, and this is the first time that I've purchased any of the Too Faced Holiday Edition palettes. So the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara looks like this, and when you open it up, the wand is one of those wands that's poofy at the end, then slims down a little bit and then goes poofy again. It's a really nice wand that grabs at your eyelashes to make them thick and actually extends my eyelashes. It makes me almost look like I have false lashes on. So I really do like the Better Than Sex mascara, and that's the first time I've tried it. I'm pretty excited about it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the palettes. We'll start off with gingerbread cookie. So right off the bat, when you open up the palette, you get 6 different shadows and you get 1 bronzer in this palette. You get 3 mattes, 2 very glittery shadows, and 1 shimmery type shadow in this palette. So here is the swatches of the palette here. So we're gonna start off with Winter's Dream, which is kind of a purpley, full of glitter type of shadow. It definitely is one that needs to be built up, one that I had to use my fingers with, and even then it had a lot of fallout in it. The next one is going to be Cup of Joe, and this one has kind of glittery flicks in it, but this one is a little patchy when you're using it with a brush. You can build it up to a nice black color, but it takes a minute to do it, and it's a lot of work. So the next one up top is Black Coffee. Now, for me, Black Coffee and Cup of Joe, when you put them on the eye, look very similar, except for that Cup of Joe does have the glittery flecks in it. But Black Coffee is a very, very patchy eyeshadow. But again, when you just focus it on one portion of your eye, you can get the black color, but it's almost like a dark gray. It's more of a gray, not a black color. For next here is the Ginger Cream, which is just your matte white color. It's a little chalky, but it does blend out really nice on the eye, and it will make any color kind of pop out if you put a color on top of it. And then we've got Maple Syrup, which is a really nice transition color. You can mix these 2 together to get a lighter transition color, but this is a nice color as well. I didn't mind that one at all. And then the last of the shadows is the Ginger Snap, which Ginger Snap for me was pretty much like this Winter's Dream. I had to use my fingers on it, using it with the brush. I wasn't able to get enough color out of Ginger Snap, so I did pat it on with my fingers. And when I did that, it did stay on all day. Gingerbread here is supposed to be the bronzer in the palette. It is very subtle on my skin color, so I think it's probably going to suit people that are lighter skin. Here are all the colors from the gingerbread palette. Now, this particular palette does have a subtle scent of ginger to it, but these palettes are not anywhere near the chocolate palette when it comes to the scent. So be aware of that. They are definitely not overpowering or overwhelmingly smelling as far as that goes. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and move on to Peppermint Mocha Palette. This is what it looks like when you open it up. Very pretty colors. I was very excited to get this particular palette because I enjoy using pinks and purples on a daily basis, and so I was very excited to get it. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see these colors. First off, we're going to start off with the color Peppermint Cream, which is going to be this one here. It's the whiter of the two. So this is the pinky one and this is Peppermint Cream. So Peppermint Cream is very chalky when it goes on, but once you get it blended out, it looks very nice on the eye. The next color is going to be, and you can barely see it, this one here, which is called Christmas Blend. Christmas Blend is a color that I have to work to get to show up on my skin, and it's one that I have to really build to get it to do much on my skin color. So I don't know how it would work on lighter skin colors, but for me in my slightly darker skin color, it's very light. And then the next one on top is Peppermint Mocha, which is another one that it can go on kind of patchy, but once you get it to build up on your eye, and it does take a minute, then it does come out kind of nice. And I don't know if the camera is pulling that, but it does have kind of a purpley shimmer to it. So that one is Peppermint Mocha. And then on this side we've got Candy Cane, which is very similar to this one here, Peppermint Cream. This one has a slight pink tone to it, but it pretty much performs the same way that this one does, where it's chalky at first, and then once you get it to blend out, it does look pretty nice in the eye. The second color here is Sprinkles. Now this one again is a very nice color, but with a brush, it's almost hard to build it up on your eye. So I ended up taking my finger and patting it on with my finger, which made it a lot easier for it to show up on the eye. But when you take a brush in this particular color, you ain't gonna get that very nice pink color. It's just not gonna work. You're more better off taking your finger and patting it on the eye where you want it, because it's just not gonna get that. And then the last one up here is Coffee Chip. So Coffee Chip is just another almost brown with a slight tint of purple in it. And then this color here is going to be the Santa Baby Blush, which it looks kind of harsh right now, but it does look pretty nice on the skin once you know, put it on the skin with a brush. Alright, so last but not least, we've got the palette Eggnog Latte. So this is what it looks like on the inside here. Very pretty colors. Very excited about the green color in the palette. This green color and the peppermint palette is one of the main reasons why I ordered this particular cafe and hotel cafe edition of the Too Faced holiday palette, just so you know. So the first color we're going to start off with here is the Central Perk, which is the green color in the palette. Now, it is a very nice colored green, but again, it is one that takes a minute to build up on the eye to get it to this very nice color. So it's not going to be one that you stick your brush in and you put it on your eye and that lovely green color comes out. I had a difficult time trying to get it on my eye, and once I got it on the eye, it did look nice, but it did take a minute to get it to do what it needed to do. Once you got it to blend out, it was a nice color, but it was a little patchy and it took a minute to get where it needed to be. The second color here, Cold Brew. Now this is a very glittery color, so this glitter will be all over the face by the end of the day. If you are not careful, I would suggest you use a setting glitter glue, or you know, spray your brush, get it wet in order to get the glitter on there. This is one that I did have to use my fingers to get the effect of what's in the pan for it to come up, but once I got it on there, it was very nice. For the most part, it was easy to blend with my fingers, but I did get it all over the place. So the next one is Skinny Latte, which is right here. You could barely see it. It's a very nice transition color. There are only 2 mattes within this palette, so this is one of them. I do like this a lot. It is kind of chalky, but once you get it to blend out, it does blend out really nice. I can tell you that when you're using it, it almost has a very light gray tone to it. So this particular palette, you could actually use that as a contour because it does almost show up a little gray as you're blending it out, but other than that, it's a really nice color. Alright, next here, the other matte within the palette, which is called Frosted Nog, and this one, like this one and all of the mattes that I've showed you today, was very chalky, but once you blended it blended out very nicely. The next one here is Eggnog Latte. Now, Eggnog Latte is one that doesn't really show up too much on my eyes because it is very, very light. So it is one that I had to really pack on there in order to get it to show up. And then the last one here is Iced Coffee, which I found to be a really nice color. It took a minute to get it to build. All of these shadows in this palette for some reason tend to have a lot of kickoff on them, so they're really, really powdery. Once you get them to blend on the eye, if you use 2 similar colors, you're going to get them to you're not going to be able to tell the difference. And then here is the Peach Cobbler in the palette, and that is the blush, which I really have been enjoying that blush in this palette. That's probably one of my favorite blushes, and I hope actually that they sell this Peach Cobbler separately because that's a really pretty blush. Grand Hotel Cafe. Here you do get the Better Than Sex mascara, and you do get 3 of these palettes. Each one of these palettes have 6 different eyeshadows and 1 product for the face. So when you think about it, you're paying $49 for this box, and you're getting a lot of product, which is not bad. Now, my thing is with this is that when I watched Jared talk about it, I got really excited because here's 3 different separate palettes that on the back have these to and from, which I thought, you know, this would be really nice if it doesn't sell out, to pick it up a second box, maybe put a palette in a stocking stuffer for somebody, or, you know, give them away as gifts for friends. But after getting into these palettes, I realized that each one of these palettes are not a cohesive palette to do a single look with. It just didn't have enough transition colors and other colors to build a single look. When you're selling a palette by itself like this, you would expect to be able to get one look out of it and not have to gather other palettes from their line to get a really nice look out of it. So that was one of my complaints. The second one was that some of these colors within these 3 palettes are pretty similar. Cup of Joe and Black Coffee. These 2 here, when you put them on the eye, they do look very similar, and you can't really just distinctive. You could pretty much use one or the other on a separate eye and it would look the same. So I feel like that they could have gave us a nice transition color in this palette, or, you know, a pop of color in this palette to make this palette more usable or more user friendly. I don't think that we needed Cup of Joe and Black Coffee, or for that matter maple syrup and gingerbread, all in the same palette. I feel like it's just too much of the same as far as these 4 colors go. So it was kind of unnecessary for me. And then when you go into the peppermint, you've got coffee chip and peppermint mocha, where they're not the same colors, but once you start putting them on the eye, they do look pretty similar. I mean, you can't really distinguish which one is which. And then of course Christmas blend was just not something that showed up on my eye very much. And I'm not understanding like this whole white matte colors. These two, the peppermint cream and candy cane, they're very white colors. They both look pretty much the same when they're blending out. They're just very white colors. Let me show you here. Again, those are two that were probably not necessary when it came to a single palette. They would have got rid of maybe one of these and just put a, you know, lighter pink transition color instead of me having to use this blush. That would have been better for me. In this eggnog one, again, I do like most of the colors in here, but why are we getting so many white colors in each palette? All three, the ginger cream, this one here, and then the two that came in the mocha, these two here, they pretty much look the same on the eye. I've got 4 different eyeshadow colors in these palettes that all do the same thing. They all look the same. So I could have done without that, especially if I was going to be the one to keep this. And because I don't feel that these are cohesive palettes to give to somebody, I would be the one to keep these. So I have the same 4 colors for me in my palette. And then I also have the same 2 colors when it comes to black coffee and cup of joe. They pretty much look the same. And for that matter, I have the same 2 colors when it comes to Christmas blend, which is a very chunky color, and eggnog latte. Let me put those right there. They don't really show up on my eye very much. So with that said, there are some hits in these palettes and then there's a lot of misses for me. I feel like if you are a lover of Too Faced, this is something that you're going to definitely want in your collection, because it's going to be something that you keep around for a long time, because of course you love Too Faced, you want everything that comes out. For $49, you're getting 18 shadows and 3 face products, plus you're also getting a mascara, which is a very good deal. But if you take out the 4 shadows that look the same in the lighter ones, for me, you're only getting 14 different shadows, because those ones all kind of look the same on the eye. So with that said, I do appreciate the fact that Jared came out with these. They're really nice. They're very nice keepsakes if you are a Too Faced fan. If you're not, this might be one that you want to pass on and then just spend your $49 on one of their really nice chocolate bar palettes, because those I can very much stand behind. The quality of the shadows in their chocolate bar palettes are really, really nice. And not that the quality isn't nice in these, but I just, you know, they have more faults than those other palettes do for me. So you could take that for however you want to take it. That's just my opinion on these shadows. So that is my review on the Too Faced Grand Hotel Cafe palette. If you have any questions about what I said, just put it down in the comment bar. I'll be sure to answer you back. If you feel the same way or if you feel completely different, make sure you comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are on this particular palette. Now, my sister-in-law is going to be doing the chocolate shop palette review, which is going to pop up in the description bar down below, so make sure you click on that and see what her thoughts are on the Too Faced chocolate shop palette. I'm pretty sure she's doing a full review on that as well, so if you're interested in that palette as well, head on over to her channel to see what her thoughts are on that, because I'm about to do that. I have no idea what she thinks about that palette. So alright, thanks for spending some time with me today. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I shall talk to you guys next time. Bye!